Sweet and Chili Peppers. I know I am saying this after such a long time, and trust me, I have just missed making videos and being on YouTube altogether. But since last year I was quite busy with a lot of things happening, so I thought of taking a break and not continuing shooting videos. But here I am. I hope that I'll be more regular from now onwards and have a set schedule in place so that I know exactly how many videos a week I am doing. So with that, I promise that I'll be more regular, and I promise to also create and show you a few recipes that I love cooking, and I have been enjoying trying out new recipes all this while. So slowly, one by one, I will start sharing all of that. Today I am not exactly cooking, but it's more like a technique and sort of sharing with you something which I recently discovered. So basically, since the pandemic happened, I came back to my hometown, which is a place called Asansol in West Bengal, and I have been shopping a lot of groceries and visiting a lot of supermarkets and everything that we have here. But one thing which I don't usually get here is the Epigamia Greek yogurt. So and I'm a big fan of Epigamia Greek yogurt because I just like the taste of yogurt a lot, and for breakfast, mueslis and everything, it's a great thing. So I visited a few supermarket, but then they don't keep Epigamia here, so I thought, why not make yogurt at home. So in this packet you get two starter packs like this. This is how the starter pack looks. So this one starter pack you can use for 1 liter of milk. Now 1 liter of milk is that if you use this kind of Amul Gold or anything, it's a full cream milk. I am using full cream because I want that rich and creamy texture. So you can also use toned milk, for example, but just make sure that your milk is pasteurized. Basically, you need to use pasteurized milk. So this is the packet that I am using. This is 500 ml. So I am currently using this one packet milk only, which is 500 ml. I have this starter pack as well. You get another one like this. It's inside, which is this. So I'm keeping this for now. Now the thing is that this is entirely used for 1 liter. But I don't want to make so much right presently because I want to make it fresh again. So I'll be using half of this. So how I'm going to measure half and everything, I'll show you. So let's start. I'll be first cutting this starter culture. This is how it looks. Now I'll take any of the measuring like a measuring spoon. So I'll take this measuring spoon, and I'll entirely pour this. So this is basically 1 tablespoon, and I need half of this. So 1 tablespoon's half is half tablespoon basically, which is 1 teaspoon. So the half of this is this. So I will So this is the amount I'll be using right now, which is 1 teaspoon. So I'll keep this here. This is my culture, and this one I'll put inside this packet. So my starter culture is here ready, which I will be using, and this is something which I will be using later. So how do you store this? You have to store this in a freezer. Basically what I will do is I will nicely fold this and keep it inside this packet, which is kind of ziplocked, so you know it's safe here. I'll use it for the next time. So I will secure it nicely and we will keep it in the freezer. So you need to keep it in a cool place, that's the logic. Now here I have a saucepan where I will be boiling the milk. So I am using and I am going to heat the milk. So we have to basically boil this milk and then we will cool it. So as you can see, my milk is all boiled. It's nicely boiled and hot. We will not use the boiled milk. We will need to lower this temperature. So even though we will be using room temperature milk, but it's important to boil the milk first and slowly let the milk cool down and come down to its normal room temperature. So we will let it cool for now. We will not absolutely make it cold. It's going to be somewhere in the range of like, you know, it's not too hot, but it's at the same time it's not too cold. So it's absolutely in a normal room temperature, where at least when you feel the milk or you touch the milk, it's not that shocking. It's not hot or cold. So I'll see you in about roughly 20 minutes. I think it will be done by then. So see you after 20 minutes. So the milk has become much cooler than what it was, and this is the right temperature for the yogurt to set. So what I'll do here is, I'll show you. So what I'll do here is, I have this bowl where I will be setting the yogurt, and this is nice and cool now. So I will be pouring this milk here. The entire milk is here. So this is half liter of milk. Here is my starter culture that I kind of kept the half of one packet, which I showed you. If you also want to test if your milk is ready or not, just take a little bit of milk in your hand, and you will, if you don't feel if you don't feel hot, then this milk is absolutely ready. Dissolve this entire starter mix in this milk. Slowly just mix the entire thing. This is how the milk will look right now. The entire starter mix has been dissolved nicely. Now this milk, so it will take minimum 6 to 8 hours for the yogurt to set. So what I'll do is, now I will cover it with a plate, small plate, and we need to keep it in a moderately hot, warm place. So since we need to keep it in a warm place, so I'll take something like this, and I'll place the milk inside so that it's resting well, and I'll put the lid here, cover it. So this will set for 6 to 8 hours, and after 6 to 8 hours we will see what happens. Now just put it away. So the curd will take minimum 6 to 8 hours to set, and we will see this after 6-8 hours, and till then just do other work, and I'll see you after 6 to 8 hours.